Oh, you know I did it. Sometimes I seriously think that I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah, I'm doing the other side of the valley. What's up, y'all? It's Bernie's Girl 80 signing in. I hope you all are doing wonderful, blessed. I know I'm blessed. Oh, lift a little bit up here. Just kind of finishing up the last little bit of sand that I want to get shoveled up before I jump back into creative mode for the actual build. I mean, there's some testing I'm going to have to do in a creative test world to get the right effect on the water that's over here, but other than that, oh, I better head off to the bed. Didn't realize what time of day it was. Trying to do a little something different with the mic. Hopefully this works. I actually have it attached to my water bottle. I'm wondering if my shirt is rubbing against it. We're going to find out. Okay, yeah, that was the rest of that. I did keep a lot of the sand, because eventually I want to do a resort that uses red sand, like a beach resort. But mostly I do just like the, okay, no, you're the stuff that I need later. Okay, here we go. That should be all the rest of it. Okay. I need to pick these up and then get started back on the stuff that I have to do. Let's see. Can I remember the commands that I use all the time? Because this is my cheat world. I'm allowed to cheat. Give. Oops. There we go. See, that's okay. That one I don't want to keep. These I want to keep. Okay. What's that? Okay, that. That's all the stuff that I want to keep. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Don't need it. This is the stuff that I do need. Let's see, some of that stuff I actually might not end up wanting to use. I'll probably just keep it anyway. Like, I didn't actually really use the dead bushes on the last build, so I don't know if I'm going to try using them again. No, I don't need that. I need. You. I didn't end up using white concrete powder either. I probably should try. I don't need that. How did that work? I'm in creative mode. It's supposed to break and go bye-bye. At least that's what it usually does. Alright. So here's the rest of the valley. We got a really interesting little lake. Whee! Oh, that's a... Oh, actually, I didn't really explore the lake too much. This is going to so totally... Well, this hole is going to so totally work in my favor. I might make a massive bubbly thing to go up this way. Okay, come on. I generally, in survival, don't explore aquatic stuff, because, again, I do not use enchantments. But that hole's going to work in my favor. I didn't even know it was there until now. Cool. Cool. This is going to turn into an acid lake. Yep. I'll even measure out, like, the circle here and kind of figure out about where I want to... How big of a diameter I need for the command block that's going to... I'll have to play around with the command block, too. Dive back into my notes. See if I can find stuff I wrote down a couple years ago. Of course, that'll be just a big hot spring pool and stuff like that. And I want to actually use a lot more basalt over here, which is why I got rid of most of the rest of that red sand. I gotta fix my waterfall too. To make it look like this has actually grown on top of an old water flow. Or sorry, lava flow. So there's going to be a lot more basalt coming in. Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. As if this wasn't enough. I spent hours in creative mode trying to build this. I can't imagine what it would be in survival. Someday I'll make cool stuff like this in survival. Especially as I get more comfortable with it. But yeah, this whole valley is going to be matching that. I don't know if I want more cinder cones, but I need to somehow figure out, and I'm probably going to use glass, and I'll do it first in a creative test world. I want to give it like a yellowish green effect, and then go deep down and find myself a nice little spot to put a command block so that a player in survival, and I will test it in survival to show you, when they walk into the lake, or at least, you know, within the area that the command block will have control over. I'd like to see if I can do a burning effect, if not maybe just poison. Because I want that to be an acid lake, a sulfuric acid lake. I mean, why not? Why not? That sounds like fun. In fact, I may go back through and if that works, I may go back through and like all the little hot springs and stuff like that, go ahead and make an effect so that if you like walk into them or too close to them, you'll get a burning effect, because this is a super heated area. I mean, even like at Yellowstone, and I actually saw a story from Yellowstone not that long ago. It was a little, not even really that long after my husband and I went, where a lady's dog had jumped into a hot spring and then she dived in after the dog, and they both got burned up pretty bad. I think possibly the dog even died. I mean, that stuff is dangerous. So for the realism, I actually want to try and get some of that going on here. I know. I'm making such a pretty build, and I also want to make it dangerous. As for this lake... Ooh, because this is a deeper depression, maybe I could use a series of command blocks so that if you go down into this depression, you'll get poisoned, because maybe there's like gases in here, especially underneath this cavey area where it would be trapped more. Because there's like some really nasty poisonous gases that I don't remember the name to right away. That, I mean, all you gotta do is just one breath and you're gone type stuff. I mean, it is some nasty stuff. But yeah. So I'm going to extend my Dalal-inspired valley depression over in here. Do I want to make it a spring lake? Like maybe throw some geysers? I might even do some barrier block geysers to give the water a bend. It's not the easiest, and last time I used barrier blocks, they actually glitched on me, where even while I was holding a barrier block, I couldn't see them. So I had to use a lot of guesswork to do the one geyser over in my city, O'Neive. And this, I really like this. It's a beautiful natural bridge. Kind of want to do something with it, but I'm not completely sure what. I don't know. And this is like a nice dip. Maybe this can be like an old volcanic crater, and because that would collect rainwater. And this could be an old volcanic crater as well, and that's maybe where all the sulfuric acid is coming from. Cause I mean, it's really the right shape. And this could be like some sort of rift. And then, of course, the magma plume has maybe shifted a little bit. And that's why the cinder cones are over here. But if you really look at it, I mean, this whole area here is bowl-shaped. even though it kind of blows out this way. But this horseshoe, I mean, you look at old volcanoes, this could be worked a little bit more to be more like a bit of a caldera to a point. And maybe I could do a little bit of terraforming, which would mean getting rid of some of the natural, but that would, I could put in some old lava flows and make it look like maybe it blasted sideways. And what's that what you call where it kind of starts humping up in the middle again from the magma pushing upward? The center of the volcanic crater will start like humping back up a little bit. Like a micro mountain in the center of the crater. I'm going to have to look up my terms. I've heard these terms a million times, but my memory really is not that great. I can remember facts, just not details. That is just, yeah, that's the story of my life. I can remember facts, not details. Do I want to come up into here? I really should not give myself more ideas. But I'm also hoping that this time I will actually... Is there anything in that lime bed? And honestly, I don't want that. I've already given myself enough shulker boxes. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, I need to stop giving myself more ideas or I'll never get out of this valley. But yeah. I want this area to be like really volcanic. But even just little things like... Oops, that's not how it actually goes. Every picture that I've seen, the basalt's always facing up. So I can do the old lava flow just by... Literally, this is pretty much all I did over there. And follow the natural terrain. There we go. But you gotta be right over it. And I've got the water re-corralled. Though, do I have my sand? Is that sand? No, it's smooth red sandstone. Your sand, okay. I actually kind of want the red sand to be over here. Framing this area. But, oops, no. Oh, that was bad. No. Now you see what it's really like for me to do this stuff. Okay. And then we can just kind of bring that up just a little bit. There we go. That can be a bit of the old natural ground poking up. And then we have the shore of this. I was trying to leave the red sand, for the most part, right next to the lake. To make it look like, you know, it's worn off. Yeah, that can be just part of the mesa still popping up. Oops. See how much time? Okay, 14 minutes. But yeah, if you're trying to do a really natural build, I have found that it is really just best to follow the natural terrain as much as you can, especially if you're not very good at terraforming. Like, I can terraform a little bit. But if you're not good at terraforming at all, just follow the natural terrain and go up one block, place it over, and you can make things look really good that way. at minimal... Oops. Yeah, I think I'll just leave that as water. With minimal effort, really. Or sometimes, you know, just replace the block. But keep to the natural terrain. Sometimes less really is more. And achieving the balance between you know, having a nice structure that you made without having it, you know, too man-made looking. A lot of times, yeah, just use the natural terrain to your benefit. Just get good at understanding the lay of the land, so to speak. And then you can have really, really nice builds, nice natural looking builds with honestly relatively little effort. Making it look like the lava has actually once flowed straight into this little lake here. This whole area here needs to be filled with it. Those are some small cinder cones. But it's probably that at different times there's been flows going throughout this whole thing. Because cinder cones are actually a bit, especially fresh cinder cones, are actually a bit darker than this. So I was probably ought to go back and touch up the cinder cones with a bit of cobbled blackstone and regular blackstone. I think those will make it look really, really nice. Touch that up, make it look a bit nicer there, a little bit more le natural. Oops. You there. Oops. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. It's like that now. But yeah, we're looking at an old lava flow, and you can see now it kind of looks like sand. The water has brought sand over the old lava flow. This is kind of an old chunk of the mesa sticking out that the lava flow has actually gone around. You can see here the water will have carved through the old lava flows. Oops. Didn't want to do that. I hear Mojang might be changing the buttons on Bedrock, and I don't think I'm going to like it. I've gotten really used to these buttons. I like these buttons. Hide a little bit of that down there. And now you see, there we go, a bit of an old lava flow with still a chunk of the original mesa that had been gone around. I might build up a little bit of basalt over that way, but I don't know how much. I mean, could have a, I might at least cover the lower spots. I'm gonna fill that in. I don't need that cave. But you see how I'm really just going along the natural. Break that up a little. That's an awfully straight line. Break that up a little bit. Not a whole lot of actual straight lines in nature, so just want to break that up a little tiny bit. You see this line here is now more arched. And what I might do is make this follow suit just a little bit. Okay. And it's getting it, of course, of course. Hopefully you can still see pretty well, because I'm not going to be using night vision. And there we go. Now you can see the old remnants of a lava flow. The water has cut through over there. And over here. You can see the wall lava flow down in there a little bit. I'll probably end up sanding down into there a little bit. But that just, it gives more to the story of the area. More to the, just more, a little more realism, because, you know, geothermal area, how do you get geothermal? This stuff. This stuff right here. And yeah, I think I'm going to remake a lot of that cinder cone, and I'm going to put some cobbled blackstone and regular blackstone into it. Let's see, where is that stuff? Is that in here? Okay, there's, no, it's deep slate. I want blackstone. Coal. Obsidian. Actually, yeah, because that, you find that in volcanic areas. Where on earth is blackstone, though? There's some blackstone, but I don't want blackstone bricks. Is it in here? Oh, here it is. Blackstone. Yeah, there's blackstone and cobble. Okay, no way, there is no cobbled blackstone. It's cobbled deep slate and deep slate. Okay, okay, I'll get this right eventually. Because, yeah, obsidian's really cool. We actually were able to pick up some obsidian at Yellowstone. Amazing the processes that have to happen. I'm going to do a little bit of changing here. I'm going to follow the pattern that I actually had preset. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. How much is visible? Okay, only 2 are visible. There we go. Yeah, that does look a far sight better, to be honest. Because this is not an old lava flow, this is a new one, and Blackstone does look about the best. Like, old lava flow, okay, that's good for an old lava flow, but a new one? Volcanic rock is very, very dark the fresher it is. And I should have known this when I originally built this. No, I gotta learn the hard way as per usual. But yeah, that looks a bit more believable. But now you see a part of what my thought process does when I'm actually doing this. Okay. I'm giving it a little bit more rounded because it looked awfully flat now that I took another look at it. Yeah, I'm thinking this looks a lot better. I'll probably round the entire thing with, redo it with Blackstone. Let's take a good look over here. See where it's drying. Kind of see where it's been. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I mean, I can put old lava flows through here. Now, you know, something like that may look like, oops, the new is covering up some old lava flows, or do something like that. Of course, this big knob right here will remain mesa, and so will the top part of this here. But this looks like a natural area for lava to flow down, and then it starts getting crusted over by the calcite, at least until, say, this would, if this would ever overflow over. In real life, if that would ever overflow over, then it would go over all the calcite and stuff like that and probably plug up a few things, but it's not going to do that in this build. These guys will be here forever. But yeah. And voila, there you go. Just keep going around your little bowl or dish or whatever you want to call it. And with lava flows, you know, the layering technique is really nice. I think I'm going to use that. This can all be old lava flow here. But now you kind of see what it's going to look like when I'm actually, oops, finished. I tend to be really quiet when I'm actually building. I'm not used to talking to thin air or into a microphone or anything like that. So forgive me for the dead space. I will try to get more conversational. Oops. But yeah, I can kind of do this area, then down into here, and then yeah, slowly cascade that down. That will work. That will most definitely work. I'll be breaking a lot of blocks, but that will work. But that will leave us a cool little lava lake over here, as I don't really feel like messing with more lava. And then this will need an old lava flow as well, probably cascading down this way. Smoky, smoky. Where did I place that? And now the obsidian. What should I do with the obsidian? Obsidian is just small, generally small rocks of volcanic glass. Just kind of place them here and there maybe. Yeah, maybe just pepper it. Make it all go pushed down there. Okay, well, I gotta finish this and work on the lava flow. So that should be it for this episode. Alrighty then. God bless everybody. It's Booney's Girl Lady signing out.